Guys, another session with Peter Celeste in Bahemana, special zone. And the same zone, I have a friend, I have a brother. Today, this guy has just decided to pass by. He's one of the humble guy I have ever met. If you want me to describe, I'll be having a lot of story to tell. He became more than a friend after I had been introduced by another friend. Unfortunately, we became more than friends than the friend who introduced us. We found ourselves catching up, doing things together, growing together. This person cannot be introduced by me. Seriously, I would like him to introduce himself. I won't even mention his name, but I would like him to mention his. Brother, you're warmly welcome. We have a world watching us right now in our special zone.
Yep.
And this is the place that we normally sit and have a deep conversation with the greatest people who have done beyond of the expectations. People who have gone farther miles. You're one of them. And I'm glad that you have actually thought of passing to our home and say hello.
Yeah.
I believe you have a name.
Peter, I'm really humbled. I'm really humbled. We've known each other for a very long time, and what I can say is that we have a lot in common. But for those who don't know me, my name is Rodrick Nabe. I'm the founder of Road to Success Initiative, but also the country director of Tanzania Institute of Public Speaking. I'm a speaker, I'm an author, I'm a trainer, corporate trainer, I'm a youth mentor, event organizer, but also a teacher by profession. So I have a background in law.
A lawyer, teacher, a trainer, husband,
father of 3 boys.
All right.
So if there is anyone who has girls, we can connect
and see how best you guys can make another family.
Exactly. So I think basically that's me.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I tell people that your CV cannot really describe you.
Yeah.
But your bio can tell us more about you. The CV is limited, but the bio talks about what you've done and who you really are. So the reason why I said I'm humbled today to have this interview with you is because you have accomplished a lot. You're an author. When it comes to speaking, I also learn a lot from you.
I'm glad.
Speak like you never speak again.
It's the moment of you speaking, because you won't know that you speak it again.
Actually, when you gave me that book to pass through it, I did it in hours, because I could go from page to page. It was amazing. So I'm really humbled to be with you today.
I'm so glad to actually have you this moment with you.
Thank you, my brother.
And it's an honor for even taking a chance to say, let me go and say hello to this guy.
Yes.
To me, when he called and said, I'm coming, I was like, are you really coming to this place? We normally meet on outside this place.
On events.
Where we do things together. But it has never happened that you came to the chamber, the space that we normally meet great people.
Yes.
So I'm also humbled and honored to be part of this conversation.
Thank you, brother.
Rodrick, I've known you for quite some times.
Right.
We have known each other for that quite long.
Yes.
We have been doing things together because we found ourselves having some stuff that are actually common. For me, I was shocked in the first place when you said, I'll be ready to work with you.
Right.
And I remember in the first time I was organizing one of my master classes in Sinza, I remember. It was public speaking conference that I was actually having.
Shamul Hotel.
It was Shamul Hotel.
Yeah.
And I remember on that day, you took it all, you know. You left everything and you came to the event, and you actually be there, did a speech, trained the people that came for me. And from there you just put something in my mind, and I believe that you are the one to take me there. And from there we have been friends, we have been doing different things together. I've seen you growing, I've seen how Road to Success is actually growing, seen you writing books. So I think the world really wants to get to know you better than seeing you on the conference event with those ties and those stuff. So this is a platform for them to actually get to know better. But before we get further, there's things that people might be asking. Who is Rodrick, the father? I know, and I'm quite sure that before starting Road to Success Initiative, before starting to doing your own entrepreneurial projects, trainings, becoming a trainer in a corporate world, you had actually been an employee. Professionally, I like this word, you told me that you've been a teacher by profession. You taught in secondary school. Again, you have low background, and today you are doing trainings in corporate organizations. Some people will find it confusing. What really triggered you to actually say, I have done enough to the service as an employee, and now I have to start venturing my own, finding my own path toward what I was born to do now, to become a trainer and a facilitator in the corporate world. What triggered you? What motivated you to actually decide to quit your job and move out and do your own projects?
I think I reached a point in my life when I started realizing that I was not giving my all to the world, and I had not discovered the real me, my strength, my abilities. So I started searching for myself. What more can I do apart from teaching in class, apart from speaking to students, apart from doing my job? I felt that there was something bigger that I could do for this world, but I didn't know what I would do. So the first thing I did is to first understand myself. I went through a process of discovering my abilities.
All right.
So and it started with reading books.
I like that.
Peter, I know when it comes to reading books, you are a monster.
No, not really. I've got some people reading books, man. I don't do that. I'm trying to.
So, because we've been friends, and I know it's been in the family culture of reading books. Not very many people get that. So, I started reading books, and books started changing my mindset, the way I see myself. But then I realized that I can do something bigger than just staying at my job. I realized that there are people out there who really need me to touch their lives and transform their lives. So I was passionate about public speaking for a very long time, but I had that fear.
Again,
why would someone listen to me? What more can I tell them? I'm just a mere teacher. What could I tell them? How can I transform people's lives with my words? It was very difficult for me to do that. But I realized that we can learn to do anything. Brian Tracy says that all skills are learnable.
Now quoting from the best, right?
From the best of the best. All skills are learnable. So that is when I started learning. How can I use public speaking to transform, to educate, transform, and inspire other people, motivate other people, so that they can also understand that they have a bigger calling in life. So that's when I quit my job and ventured into public speaking. So 80% of my life is public speaking.
80%.
80%.
So I'll be looking for the remaining 20%. I'm very interested in that. So guys, Rodrick is actually telling us he found himself through books. You mean that your north was discovered through the content that you got from the different books that you read?
Exactly.
And it might be the information,
Yes.
or rather the knowledge that transformed you.
Yes.
And they use that knowledge to build yourself,
Yes.
so that you can transform even others. Something
Yes.
that you're currently doing.
Yes, sure.
Do you have any specific plan on reading books? Do you have, like, let's say, I have to make sure I read one book a week, there's
Okay.
2 books a week. Do you have any reading schedule or plan on a daily life?
Previously, I had this goal of reading 1 book a week,
All right.
but there are very few weeks that I made it. I realized it was too much for me, because as I grow as a speaker, I get more engagements. As I grow as a trainer, I have to work on other projects. So I find my time limited, reading 1 book per week. So right now I have a strategy of reading 1 book per month.
1 book per month.
So at least I read 12 books per year.
Yeah.
But the good thing about books is that we have different formats. So we have audio books.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to replace the gap of 1 book per week with audio books.
Audio books.
So per month, I listen to over 5 audio books.
Over 5.
Over 5 audio books.
Alright.
And some audio books are even 4 hours of 4 hours of listening, or 8 hours of listening to a book. So I make sure that at least I replace that time with the audio book. So if I have one paperback book, 1 hard copy book,
Yeah.
and 4 or 5 audio books, then that's enough to give me enough knowledge to help other people transform their lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough. So to me, it gives me, it is more than 1 book a month actually, because
Okay.
you do that probably hard copy, which you're actually having, but again from plus the books that
audio
you're
books.
listening to, the audio,
Yes.
you are adding up to more than
Yes.
1 book.
Yeah, sure.
It's not about reading books. It's about reading certain books that can transform you. It's not about
exactly.
because
Not any
every
book.
Not any book.
Yes.
To me, I believe there might be 1 book that really changed you, really transformed you. The book that caught a space that no one has ever caught.
Yes.
It really clicked into the button that no one has ever done it. And it was the book that had it now transform you for better. Do you even have that specific in your mind?
Yeah, it's actually, I think most people have read this book.
Is it highly recommended as well?
It's highly recommended. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So why Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
By Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad has a lot of concepts. It has financial concepts in the book, but it has aspects of personal development, trying to discover yourself and discovering the environment, who can help you and who cannot help you. So when you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you realize that Robert Kiyosaki is building 2 worlds.
All right.
Of the rich father and the poor father. But it didn't mean that his poor father was poor financially.
Okay.
He was poor maybe in the mindset aspect. So he was showing us that there are people in this world who can help you become successful. And they might not necessarily be your biological fathers or your parents. There are people who are successful in an area, so you only need to go out there and ask for help, ask for their help, ask for mentorship, so that they can help you. And that is what he did. He went to the rich father, to the rich dad, asked him for help to be mentored, and fortunately he got that. So when I read that book, it really clicked on my mind. I did not have a family members or parents who could mentor me, but I could get other people out of my family cycle who could help me out. So when I read that book, it was mind-blowing. First of all, it is a very simple book. Anyone can read it. Whether you're a student or you're an employee or entrepreneur, anyone can read it. It is a very simple book. But the best part about the book is that it's written in a story format.
All right.
So it is easy for you to connect Robert Kiyosaki's story as a child
with your story.
With your story.
It's reflective.
Yeah, you can reflect Kiyosaki's story when he started business with making wallets, nylon wallets, and all that, playing around with toothpaste, whatever, and making different things illegally, but making some money. So you can connect. Do I have any story of entrepreneurship in me? That is when you realize that in order for me to make money, I need to sell something. But then it reminds you of skills. You need skills, because he had gone to flight school, but he realized that he doesn't have sales skills. So that is when you have to understand that you need to learn how to sell. One of the most important skills in this world. And public speaking gives you part of that. If you learn how to speak in public, you have a very huge percentage of selling.
So that's where I come in.
That's where you come in. With speak like you'll never speak.
I'm very interested.
Yeah.
So we would like to recommend that book to whoever is actually watching this conversation or listening to us. I actually read it once, but I believe you might have read it more than once.
Definitely.
If it's really the one that changed you. Now, coming back to books and the historical background, that I might get it from you, and for the benefit of the world.
Yes.
Have you ever read one book called Four Agreements?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, I think again it's also
one of the recommended
it's
books.
Written by Ruiz. Somebody Ruiz.
Okay.
Yes, I read it like 3-4 times.
Okay.
It speaks of the way that we have been born and raised, and the effect that we have actually got to from being raised from the certain
settings of our family.
So our attributes, our personality, our behavior is actually a result of that, that lifestyle or the system, the societal system that we actually had to follow.
Yes.
And the effect of what the society might have been doing are going to be reflected in our lives. In our lives. So there's the way that I've just thought of giving you some specific ways of getting out of, that aspect and creating your own, if you really find the other way around.
Yes.
So he speaks of one concept. He speaks of one concept called domestication.
Okay.
And he actually telling us that we are like domestic animals, and we are the product of the fence and certain behaviors that the society wants.
Yeah.
It's like keeping animals at home, giving them grass, giving them water, whether they want it or they don't want it, they have to take it because they have no choice.
Yeah.
So we are the product of that environment. But again, he gives us these, tools, these agreements as ways out. If you really see that this environment is not for you, then you should find the other way around. In reference to what you have actually done from quitting your job, that was the system, that was what raised you and made you to be. But later you realize, through what the Christians will call it, Nyota Mamajusi, there's a light, there's a star that you have to follow. And I realized that now this has actually been a comfort zone to me, and I want to go out. And you might have experienced, challenges while making that decision, and sometimes during the process of running from this place to the other place. We have so many people who fear, to get out of their comfort zones because they don't know what is going to happen tomorrow.
The fear of the unknown.
Fear of the unknown. So how did you do to break that chain, to get out that fear of unknown, to make it not fear, rather something that can be possibly to be attained by everyone? What did you do to accomplish that?
You know, it's very difficult when you walk onto a door and you don't know what's on the other side. You don't know what will happen when you open the door, and that is what most people fear. That what if I leave my job and I would never get money to survive? I would never get money to pay for my rent and food and all that. That's their fear. But also, people say there's a very famous saying that the grass is always green on the other side.
Yeah.
So the aspect of that, or the perspective of the grass being green on the other side, is you moving from your comfort zone and going to the other side. When I left my job, when I quit my job, before I even quit my job, I had that fear. It was enormous, because it was the first time I'm leaving a job and going out to be independent, to be self-employed, to cater for myself, to pay myself. Because before that, I had a boss who was paying me. So I was guaranteed at the end of the month I would get a salary. But now things would be different. So I was asking myself, would I survive? How would I survive? How would my family survive? How will I raise money to pay for rent and school fees and all that? It was very difficult to predict. But when I get back to the books and the inspirational videos that I was watching almost every day,
every now and then,
videos from Brian Tracy, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Steve Harvey, TD Jakes, all those guys were firing me up. So I had that motivation. They say motivation gets you started.
Exactly.
So the motivation got me started.
And you started.
And I started. So I had that energy of giving up the job and going to the other side. Now, after the motivation cooling down, I had to create discipline. And that is where most people fail.
Yeah. So discipline is what got you there.
So motivation will get you started, but you need to create some kind of discipline. How to manage your time, how to maintain your energy, because it's very important. When we go out there, the energy we emit, the energy we put out is what people receive. If it's low energy, then people will receive that. So you need to maintain that energy and make sure that every person you meet, they receive that energy, and that is what they will give back to you. It's like smiling to someone. They smile back. It will be very difficult if you smile to someone and they don't smile back. That will be a very bad person. So when I realized that, I started empowering myself with motivational videos, inspirational audios, reading the best books that could help me build energy, get enough knowledge, so that I could understand how to make money on the other side, where I believe that the grass is green. Most of the challenges that I faced were inside me, were in me. I was thinking of how would people receive me. I was thinking of, would they really understand me? I was thinking of a lot of things. But then I realized that there are very many other people who have left their jobs. And they've survived and they've made it more than some employees. So, but there are other people who could juggle both things. They juggle the job with their self-employment ventures. So I realized that it's a matter of making a decision. Making a decision is one thing, but managing the decision is another thing. So I made the decision of quitting my job, and I had to manage the decision by doing whatever it takes for me to take care of my family, to make an income, as an entrepreneur, as a self-employed person, as a speaker, as a trainer. So I had to learn new skills that I did not learn at school. Skills that I was not taught as a teacher. Skills that I was not taught while learning, while doing law. So I had to learn how to present. I had to learn digital skills. I had to learn how to train other people. I had to learn how to organize events. So when someone is moving from one phase of employment, shifting to being self-employed, you have to learn different skills. You have to upgrade your knowledge, upgrade your network. I had to enter different networks. I had to create new relationships, connecting with different people. People who are not of the same career, people who are not of the same profession as I had before. So all those were challenges. But the question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want
it? So that might be the question that should actually be a motivating force for you to move more. If you want to have that question in mind, it will be so difficult for you to actually do it.
How bad do you want it?
You might want it, but it's not that bad. So at the end of the day, you will end up procrastinating. Every time you say, I'll start it.
Eric Thomas is one of the most energetic, motivational speakers. And he says that most people want to eat, but they don't want to hunt.
Definitely.
And we can learn this from the lions. If a lion wants to eat, they will have to hunt.
And whatever the lion sees is always lunch.
That's their attitude.
That's the attitude of a lion. It's Les Brown. Was it Les Brown or Dr. Miles?
Dr. Miles Monroe.
That whatever the lion sees is always lunch. He doesn't focus on the size. He doesn't focus on the energy. He focuses on the possibility.
The lion believes this is lunch.
It's lunch, no matter what.
Can eat that elephant.
As long as the lion is hungry.
Yes.
So you had that hunger of getting to the level that you want to.
Yes.
You had that passion of going there.
Yes.
You had that motivation. You know, I do believe that probably family might be one of the
motivation. Yeah, definitely.
That have to push her.
Yeah.
And now coming to continuing living that journey. Now the world is learning that it has never been easy for you to transform from that one space to the heaven that you are actually looking for. It's like landing. You know, if the plane is landing, you have to experience turbulence.
Yes.
And you have to get ready for that.
Yes.
If you say that I fear, I cannot experience that, you will not have any choice as long as you are a passenger. So you had been a passenger toward the journey of your life.
Yes.
And you had to take it positively to make it possible.
Yeah.
You had friends, you had people around you.
Yes.
How was the reaction of some people around, let's say family, you have wife and other people? How was actually the reaction by then? And how do you see recently, as long as you have gone that far?
Yeah, of course, the reaction was negative at first. It was difficult for them to accept that I've changed my career, I've changed my schedule, I've changed my timetable, I've changed the way I speak. I started speaking new languages, I started going to new places. I changed everything, my paradigm, everything changed. The best thing that I remember is that the real people will never leave you, even in times of struggle. They might complain, but they won't leave you. They won't leave
you. All right, that's strong.
Exactly.
It's a strong medicine.
So,
right? The real ones. Okay.